Arsenal versus Chelsea. The game has come and gone. Man, there were a lot of twists in this game, So I beg, join us. Be patient with us. Let's dissect this game and understand why there was twist and what happened to those twists, or the impact or the effect of those twists on the game generally. Let's dive into this game proper. We'll be focusing on the positives and the negatives for both teams. Let's start with Chelsea. Now, Chelsea did very well in that game yesterday, but let's look at their negatives first of all. Chelsea players, one of them, forehand so much. I can understand why Mareka is struggling in some cases, in some games, because of some of these attackers. One was Joao Pedro. There were huge expectations. We think this guy will fit on this game deliver. Maybe he would have used a Gui or a Delap. Maybe they would have performed. This guy would have closed this game first half. Chelsea for don't finish this game during first half. But this guy no perform. One-on-one, he could not do anything. He was subbed quite late in my view. They for don't come out this guy since this guy draw Chelsea. But if not that first half, before the red card, Chelsea don't finish that game. The other negative was Caicedo red card. Caicedo disappointed every of their fans. The tackle was bad. Why the tackle? Don't forget that game was already tense, charged. And besides, who they referee that game? Anthony Taylor. The man carry a bundle of card in his pocket. That's how he behaves. He wants to show any game that man referees. Any game that man referees, always full of controversies. But on that record, to be honest with you, he got it right. The tackle was bad. Caicedo wouldn't have done that. Caicedo's action affected Chelsea negatively. That was for their negatives. Now, let's look at the positive from Chelsea. This Chelsea side, if Chelsea is behind you, bro, be very cautious. They did extremely well yesterday. They took charge of this game yesterday. They were virtually everywhere. Another kudos to Maresca. That guy is actually a tactician. Look at what he did. He knew that Estevao was shooting wide. He wasn't getting it right. He subbed the guy one high. Waste time. He subbed the guy. That is how to show a coach that is a tactician. He changed them straight, changed the dynamics of the game. Game get hot again. Before the red card came, Chelsea were virtually everywhere trying to pressure Arsenal to be able to score. Now, kudos to Fofana, kudos to Chalobah, kudos to Sanchez, goalkeeper, and more importantly, kudos to Reece James. These guys performed. The whole Chelsea squad yesterday, they did very, very well. Before and after the red card, these guys, they did extremely well. You can agree with me that if not for that red card, now different result for the talk about as we speak now. The team played extremely well. That is for Chelsea. Let's look at Arsenal now. Now, Arsenal remains top in the league. Remember in my last video, I said, if Chelsea no stop Arsenal, if Chelsea no stop Arsenal, the league is done and dusted. But unfortunately, Arsenal have forced my hand. Let's start with Arsenal positive first of all. Two guys stood out for me in Arsenal. That is Rice and Merino. Rice tried to stop a lot of balls that would have crossed. If you check that game very well, Rice did quite a lot to be able to save Arsenal and to ensure that this game ended a 1-1 draw. If not for Rice, more trouble for the big one. Now, Merino. Merino is also a very good guy. This guy is underrated in Arsenal, but this guy is good. The guy is good, extremely good. He had a chance, he took the chance. I said in my last video too is that whoever that has chance, take the chance. If not, the team will be punished. Merino had a chance, he took the chance, and that was Arsenal got a goal. And if you check this guy too, most times they come into midfield to help the midfielders. This guy is good. If you compare this guy and Gabriel Jesus, and then Gyökeres, the Gyökeres man, you go see this guy, they top them for chat, to be honest with you. This guy, in the attack, they help midfielders, and he moves, which is good. And area balls, he's always there to deliver. But Gyökeres, I don't understand this guy. Any striker, to be honest with you, any striker in EPL, after 1 month, you're not performing, bro, you are done. Gyökeres has stayed in Arsenal for more than 1 month now. I don't see nothing come that guy for performance. I'm sure Tel will be regretting bringing that guy too. And don't forget, age is not his own side. So he's at the peak now. If you do anything faster now, he can't do anything again. For Gabriel Jesus, that is always suffer on injury and all that. So Merino, Arteta, hold that man asset to you. Now let's look at Arsenal negatives. A lot of negatives in this Arsenal side. First of all, imagine that it was Rice that had that record yesterday. What are you talking about? Arsenal for collect. That will not be a story. Arsenal for collect a lot. From big game like this, Eze didn't come to the game. Eze didn't bring anything to the game. Eze was so tired in that game yesterday. Next person was Martinelli. Martinelli was nowhere to be found. No impact, zero impact. He was just around and all that before they saw him. So him and Eze, both of them did not do anything in that game yesterday. They actually created problem for Arsenal. Because if Arteta had seen him earlier, maybe other people would have been able to do something reasonable. You know, the other part too is the defenders. Yes, I understand. Omo, Gabriel no dey, Saliba no dey. Omo, I understand. Gabriel no dey, Saliba no dey. These are two major factors who affect their defense. Their defense were very shaky yesterday. With the Arsenal defense, they're pretty supposed to score like at least 2 goals that first half. Omo, that guy no do anything there. He didn't capitalize on Arsenal defense to be able to do something reasonable. Same thing with Arsenal too. Arsenal never capitalized on the record Caicedo had. Caicedo is not just an ordinary player in Chelsea. Caicedo is rated as one of the best midfielders in EPL this season. So, if somebody like Caicedo is off Chelsea squad, Arsenal should capitalize and be able to address that game properly. Arsenal could not do anything. I just don't understand what happened to Arsenal. So, what Arsenal don't know is that they have left the EPL title open again. And then one problem for Arsenal, Manchester City is not a club you want to allow stay in your shoulder or behind you tightly. Same with Chelsea. They are not clubs you want to stay close to you. You will be in big problem. Arsenal is just 5 points ahead of Manchester City. And that is a big problem for them. When Manchester City mean business, or more they will overtake you. And anything that makes Arsenal to lose 1 or 2 games, that's it. You know, so this title race at the moment now is open again. We are thinking Chelsea is going to bring them down. Chelsea is trying, if not for the record, they would have done that. Man City is close to them now. This title race is open now. It's no longer Arsenal don't win now. No, now it's in the open. So Arsenal have a lot of work to do. Arsenal have a lot of work to do. A lot, especially on that defense where Gabriel and Saliba no dey again for now. And then the attackers, they need to be able to do something. Saka, I don't understand. Eze, I don't understand. These 3 guys need to improve. If they don't improve, problem will be for Arsenal side. So the biggest twist was Caicedo red card. He actually changed the whole system. He made that game to be a bit complicated. Because if not for that red card, Arsenal don't go down. That is my view, my personal view. Arguably, but Arsenal don't go down. Because Chelsea were much a better side. Chelsea were more stronger. Chelsea were actually chasing Arsenal everywhere. So this game is actually a good one for Chelsea and a poor one for Arsenal. Arsenal got a point, which also to some extent a good one for them. At least they were able to grab a point out of this game. You know, but generally, Arsenal fans are not comfortable. Arsenal fans are not happy with the result because they knew that the team did not bring in their A game. They did not do anything good. For Chelsea, it's a good one for them. With 1 man down, they were able to secure a point. Nice one. If you have seen us for the first time, please do well to subscribe to our channel. Like and share our video. Others need to see what they do. This is now football constituency. This is what we do. Football updates. Football conversation. See you in the next video. Bye.